Here are the three skills which nobody will tell you actually at school, and nobody will teach you actually those particular skills in school. Welcome to this video, and let's go to the skill number one, skill of how to deal with burnouts. I mean, you study, but sometimes you don't really know where to stop. Now, this is what you learn at school, and then you go to real life and you're having the same issue. So how to actually avoid burnouts, that's a very important skill to learn as soon as you get out of school, and even before if you can.
So how to cultivate habits that will help you to actually avoid burnouts? Because burnouts are really something you get used to during studies, especially when you actually attend to university, that's even more so. It is set up this way pretty much that you are going to school, you have your periods, your exams when you are much more focused, and you sometimes end up studying until late night and even without realizing. And that's the key, that sometimes even really without realizing, you ending up having burnouts even during school, even during university time. Is just when you are at that stage, you're probably not really realizing what's going on. I really wish that I would actually learn that in my early 20s, that I would recognize that in my early 20s, and specifically during the time of university study, because only if you recognize it, only then you can actually do something about burnouts, because then you start to work, right? After university, you actually study because you really believe that you will get better job, and obviously with this is related a better salary and a more comfortable financial life. Perhaps you even want to build your financial wealth and go further. Now, in a real world, you will soon realize that literally burnouts are real, and are much more real than they ever were at the university time. Because at the university time, all you had in your head was literally, how do I accomplish the passing of this particular exam, right? But then when you are at work and you don't know when to stop, of course, you have your 9 to 5 working hours, or 8 to 5, or whatever it is. But if you are really a goal oriented, goal driven person who has been like that even during the university times, you will have problems to stop even at work, because you know that there are certain tasks which needs to be done, and this will not actually allow you to stop. So, how do we actually avoid these burnouts? Because it's really uncomfortable and it takes a couple of days to actually get out from such a burnout. And you really want to establish a certain tools in your life, and have that habits which will help you to actually not to get there, rather than dealing with it. It's really much better in general in life if you don't get to that point when you are really burnt out, and you just rather do step by step things over and over during the days and weeks, how you can avoid. And the number one actually thing what I see, it's the most practical and also efficient in my life, which I have been using, is to actually really have your 80 to 20 rule, and set up the tasks list with the 3 major tasks which you have to do during this particular day. And obviously from that, you're going to have the list of the tasks which are needed to be done over the whole week. But once again, 3 major tasks. And definitely don't try to go and be perfect about it. So literally these are the time management, the most of the basic but the most efficient time management methods. Literally, you set up the to-do list the night before for the three major things you need to do the next day. Once you do the three major things, obviously, sometimes it may take you half of the day, three-quarters of your working day. Now we're talking about working hours. And then there still will be bits and pieces you can do around. But once you are done with the three major tasks, which you put on your to-do list, like this, you manage your time, then you literally manage the rest, but take the step a bit. And once the time comes, it's 5 p.m. because you are at work, this is the time for you to go. Doesn't matter whether other things are not done, because for the day, this particular day, you have accomplished your three tasks. So really it comes down to the time management, and I have a specific video about the rules for how to manage your time, and also the very, very helpful rule 80 to 20%. When you achieve literally 80% of results with 20% of your effort you put into the task. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to do the task in a not quality way. Let's put it this way. No. That means that sometimes we try to make the things so perfect. But if we already know what we're doing, if you already have the knowledge, then 20% of your knowledge will actually give you 80% of results. And then find people to cooperate with so you can actually make this perfect and push it into 100%, 120% if needs to be. Just don't waste your time and don't drive yourself crazy to try to make the things perfect.
The skill number two, which is very important for your life, and nobody will actually ever teach you that at school, is the skill of financial literacy and the skill of management of your personal money. Literally, it's not only earning money, your income, spending, paying invoices, and that's all. I mean, that's not money management. That's just literally earning and spending money. So we need to look at these skills of managing your money a bit more deeper.
Now, as we said, the second habit what you need to cultivate in your life is the habit of financial literacy. Eventually, when you start working, probably for the first couple of months, maybe sometimes even years, you don't realize that you don't really know much about personal budgeting, what that means actually to create even your personal budget. And you will be wondering, like, how do I manage my money? Mostly, and the actual basic standards what most people have for budgeting is that you earn your money mostly on a monthly basis, and then you actually pay your bills and spend the rest. But as you see, if you really think about what we just said, earning money, pay the bills, and spend the rest, that's not really a budgeting, because you are not actually moving forward. Budgeting is really about managing your money, about having your income, managing and paying your expenses, putting money aside for any side business, for any improvements in your life, for your financial future, and even perhaps for investment. And then obviously you still have that spending part while you're keeping your emergency account, which is a certain amount of actual liquid cash, which you can use just in case of emergency. As you see right now, the budget is actually giving you a completely different meaning.
The third skill. The third skill is very important, and nobody will actually teach you at school, is the skill how to identify what is the meaning of success. You hear this word everywhere, wherever you go, on your interviews, at work, your colleagues talk about it, your friends talk about it. Literally everyone just strives to achieve success. Now, what does it mean, success? So the skill of actually identifying.
The third habit, which no one really talks about during school years, is the habit of setting up the meaning of success. What does it even mean to be successful? Like, we all strive for success. The school is actually designed this way that you have your classmates, and you really want to study, you want to be always better than them, you want to improve your knowledge, you want to work with them towards your goals. But the thing is that what is success for one person does not necessarily mean success for the other person. The word success is such a basic and generic that we, an individual, like me, you, him, your mom, your dad, all of us, we have to give the meaning to that word success by ourselves. Because, for example, if I want to build my multi-million-dollar business, that's my point of success, that's my meaning of success. That does not have to be a meaning success for you. And this is something what nobody will tell us at school, because when you are at school, we are learning the same subjects. We are in the same class. You have that perception that all we want, all of us in that class, let's say that we are 30 classmates in one class, and there is that perception that we all want the same. So that means that the success means the same for all of us. But then once you get out of school, not only that you lose the contact with most of those 30 people around in you when you were at class, but then you also realize that, fine, I am here in this world, and actually I need to say what the success is. And this is exactly when it gets tricky in real life. So sometimes it really feels like one thing is what's at school, and the other thing is what's in the real life. But don't worry, with these habits which we were just talking about, you really can find that balance in life. Because once you leave the school, it may sometimes really seem a bit rocky, let's put it this way. But in the end of the day, if you really manage your day jobs, your day tasks, the way how you approach daily tasks, and you really set up your time management rules, and you don't go over that, you realize that there's always another day. So you manage your burnouts. Then you learn about personal finance. So you know how to actually manage money you earn, perhaps first from your job, but then eventually you're going to find separate ways how to make additional money. And even more so in this case, when you have multiple sources of income, this is even more so when you would need your financial literacy. And if you clearly set up the meaning of success for yourself, but for yourself, not for your dad, not for your mom, not what you think that your brother would want to hear from you, your mom, your friends. No, you yourself. Once you actually clarify what is success for you, then with those 3 habits, which nobody will teach you at school, these are really the skills you will not learn in school. But that's a beauty of self-learning. Self-learning continues even when you are out of school. And these 3 skills, the skill of managing the burnout, financial skills, and the skill to actually set up the meaning of success for yourself, these are the skills you will not learn in school. However, you have the whole beautiful life ahead of you, and self-learning, there is the beauty in it, so you can work on those skills.
Let me know in the comments section below which one from those skills are you going to learn by yourself and you think that you're lacking in your life. I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos when I'm posting on YouTube on how to manage money and make money. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.